Hey, it's Jon McBride at RMUS. We're bringing you another RMUS TechConnect video, kind of explaining some of the issues, the problems, and the things that we've seen in the industry as far as purchasing or purchasing through your agencies, as well as possibly procurement and later on technical issues and stuff. We wanted to do a little bit of discussion today about this on a technical perspective on my side, and then we are introducing basically JT von Lunen, our president of RMUS, who will be kind of talking a little bit about these issues and what we're looking for when we're in that purchasing space, you know. So,
sure.
What are the problems you have seen, JT?
Well, I think one of the issues we wanted to address was we see a lot of our customers now going beyond the let's try a drone out in our UAV program. Mm-hmm. We want to move forward and scale this and start building out a program. And oftentimes when that happens, it obviously costs more, so it has to go out through a bidding process.
Right.
Now, when that happens, there's been a lot of price competition, which I think is good for the industry. Mm-hmm. But also, the people need to realize when they're making the purchases that the price. What are you getting for the price?
Right.
And so we wanted to bring up the idea of when you go out and look for stuff, you need to buy from an authorized dealer.
A manufactured authorized dealer.
A manufacturer,
Right.
Exactly.
So some of these examples,
yeah, like let's say you're going to go buy a truck, you're going to go to a Ford dealership.
Right.
You need a computer, you're going to go to an Apple, authorized reseller, Microsoft authorized reseller. So, we want to make sure that the market is aware that there's a manufactured authorized dealer, because oftentimes these are dealers that are authorized by the manufacturer to be able to sell that product. And there's a lot more that goes along with that.
Like one of those things.
Well, first of all, they usually require a certain level of training. Mm-hmm. They're also going to be able to provide the first level of technical support if you have issues, and then also warranty support if there's a problem with the product.
So getting certificates from the manufacturer, and actually putting those on websites is really suggested. So the guys that are actually doing the purchases, we have certificates, that are basically technical.
You're exactly right, John. I think that's something that the purchasing agents should be very well aware of, and we understand that.
Those.
Yeah. A lot of times in larger entities, it's not the It's not the person that's actually going out and doing the research that's making the purchase. It's a purchasing agent or a purchasing department. Mm-hmm. So the person that is actually putting the proposal together should be saying you need a manufactured authorized dealer to provide the equipment, because you should be able to expect these certain levels of service. A lot of times the manufactured authorized dealer is going to have replacement parts for a quick fix. Mm-hmm. They should have the financial means to fulfill an order very quickly for you, or at least procure that. Sometimes there's some lead time depending on the size.
Sure.
And they also are going to carry the liability insurance that is needed for certain industries.
Mm-hmm. And that is a really big point there, is having a little bit of liability insurance when it comes down to some of the often later on problems that might occur. Big one is being technical. So on the technical side, we do a lot of learning and understanding, R&D and testing, so that we can give back the best. And again, we aren't the only dealers that do this. There's a lot of good reputable dealers in the market that do this.
And that's what we're driving for here, is making sure that the purchasing people that are actually making the decisions understand that they're buying from a manufactured authorized dealer.
And not like Bob's Tires at whatever.
Yes. And unfortunately, we're starting to see a lot of those type of things popping up. And it's driven is all by price. And unfortunately, the people that are getting the equipment are not happy with the service, but that's what their purchasing department had to buy. Mm-hmm. So if anything, I think it'd be very helpful when you're putting your proposals together and taking them over to your purchasing department, make sure that you're buying from a manufactured authorized dealer, whatever type of brand of equipment it is.
Sure. So again, as far as wrapping up this video and kind of giving you a little bit of instruction, both on the people that work with our sales staff, our technical staff, have a lot of questions and stuff like that, on to where procurement in your position, trying to get things and put things together. We want to make sure that there's a good understanding, and make sure you stick with and work with a manufactured authorized dealer.